Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading. It's Siobhan with 2Kitty and Beyond, and this is for April 2020. So this reading can apply to Pisces sun, moon, or rising, or if you just felt called to click on this video, then there may be some messages here for you. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not all of the information or messages will apply to everybody. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest here. I also recommend that you check out your other sign videos. So for example, if this is your sun sign, go check out your moon and rising sign as well. Sometimes you'll resonate more with one over the other. It's also just a good idea to get an overall understanding of all of the energies that are playing out in the course of this month. So this month we're doing a different kind of monthly spread. I'm doing a condensed monthly spread instead of the super long one and or freestyle reading. And I will have this 4-card reading available for purchase as a private personal reading. If you're looking for any additional guidance on what's going on this month for you, it'll be $19. It's 4 cards and it's sent via email, written up and sent via email. All right, so let's get into it, Pisces, see what's going on in April 2020. What is the overall energy for April for Pisces? Ace of Wands. Okay, what's the challenge to overcome in April for Pisces? What's the challenge? Oh, 7 of Cups. Okay, what's the insight and guidance? The Moon card, yep. And the potential outcome. King of Cups, and I'll take this as a clarifier, the 3 of Pentacles. I'm going to grab clarifiers for all of them as well, but it looks like there's something new that you're starting. Oh, look at that. Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. There's something new that you're starting that you're passionate about, but there's a little bit of, there's like so many options, or there's so many different things going on that you're not quite sure which to pick or which to move forward with or how to work with other people to really make this happen. It just seems like there's a lot being presented to you this month, and it's going to be about trusting your intuition. But let's get some clarifiers for the Ace of Wands. Why is the Ace of Wands here? 3 of Cups. Why is the 7 of Cups here? Ooh. I think Gemini had these 2 cards together. That's interesting. Okay. And why is the Moon here? Nine of Cups. Okay. So Pisces, I mean, I'm not surprised to see so many Cups cards here. There's a lot of water energy. That's what we're known for. I'm a Pisces sun. Oops, I hit the camera. Sorry. Shaky. I'm a Pisces sun and Pisces Venus. So yeah, I'm not surprised to see so much energy here, and our own energy, which is this Moon card. So we have a lot of our Piscean qualities coming to the forefront in April, even though it is Aries season. This really throws into sharp contrast what we're all about. You know, when you pair fire with all this water, it really brings things to the surface. It really brings things to a head. So that's why the overall energy of this month is the Ace of Wands. It's spring. It's a new beginning. There's new growth happening. There's going to be celebrations and coming together and festivities, and, you know, maybe not physically this month per se, but there's going to be that energy in the air, you know, celebrating Easter, celebrating whatever you celebrate, really. Doesn't have to be any specific holiday, but it's just something to look forward to in spring. You know, we're starting these new things. We're doing spring cleaning. We've got new projects on the go, all kinds of things like that. And worth celebrating, worth talking with friends about, worth sharing your good fortune and your new beginnings, because it inspires others. And this is what the Ace of Wands is all about. Inspiration. It is allowing ourselves to be inspired and then sharing that so we can inspire others. The challenge to overcome this month, though, is the 7 of Cups with the Tower and the 10 of Pentacles clarifying. So this is kind of it's a little bit of an unstable energy, to say the least. I mean, the Tower card really represents something coming crashing down, something that was built on a foundation that might have been there for a really long time. And so there's this kind of having to reorient, and I think that's where the Seven of Cups comes in, bringing like this sort of self-doubt. And I'm even fumbling over my words, just trying to get that out. So it's like this frustration, this I don't know how to say it, I don't know how to feel about this, I don't know what to do going forward. There's this sense of confusion and maybe even a little bit of being overwhelmed, especially with all this stuff going on. So there might be something that happens in like the realm of family or finances or in your career, something that was once very stable and supportive. All of a sudden something happens and it's no longer that way, whether it is at a mental level and you're just looking at it differently, or it's something that physically happens and you have to kind of cope with that or deal with that in a new way. I think that's why the Seven of Cups is really drawing my attention more so than even these two. It's like, okay, so what do we do about this? We have a lot of options here. There's a few that we don't even know what they are. Can't really tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. So it's about clearing that fear, which is creating those foggy clouds so that you can't actually see, and getting to the root of the issue, which is in the subconscious mind, represented by the moon. So the insight and guidance for April is talking about getting to that core of why this is something that you fear. Why do you fear losing something that you've built? If it's physical and you lose it, then it wasn't meant for you in the first place. And it was, there's a transition there. Could be related to the home, could be related to family, like I was saying, finances, work, some kind of a structure, some kind of an environment that makes you or made you feel safe, and now it's kind of coming into question. So this could even just be a fear. It doesn't even necessarily have to be something that's going on in the external realm. This could just be a fear of losing your house or a fear of losing someone you love. And that's why it's kind of all in the emotional realm, because the clarifiers here are physical things, but the actual card that's signifying this energy is purely emotional. So I don't think anything bad's actually going to happen. I think this is all in the realms of emotion, and that's why the moon's here to clarify as insight and guidance. It's really getting to the root of why you feel this way. Is there a fear of loss? Is there a fear of separation? Is there a fear of being unstable in some way? And, that fear itself is creating instability in the emotional realm. So it's about trusting the process. 7 itself is all about trust. It's about trust, intuition, spiritual seeking and guidance, and heeding messages, which is obviously what you're here to do. You wouldn't have been guided to this reading if you weren't ready to hear these messages and to receive them. So the insight and guidance clarifier we have is the 9 of Cups, which is the completion of a cycle when it comes to emotional fulfillment. So it's creating emotional stability from within, rather than relying on it from outside sources, either from other people or from foundations that were stable, like, your approval from family, or approval from a job, or getting a certain level of status within your career, something like that. This is not dependent on any of those external factors. This is purely internal. This is a intrinsic motivation to find fulfillment through how we feel. It's like, if you guys have ever seen that meme, it's popping into my head now, where there's a little cartoon and he's got a jar of happiness and this other guy comes over and goes, "Hey, where did you get that?" And he's like, "I made it myself." Pisces, that's what you're doing this month. So it's really about creating that happiness jar for yourself. Make it from scratch. So the potential outcome is the King of Cups, which is this very masculine yet sensitive and emotional energy. So it doesn't have to be a masculine. It can be feminine or masculine in nature, as we have both. But the quality is masculine, which is focused on action. He's future oriented. He's looking to the right, which indicates that he's thinking about where he's going to go next, what he's going to do, how he's going to apply his emotional sensitivity. He may even be reading the future as well, especially with the moon card here. There's something that you're not quite seeing, and especially with that 7 of Cups, there's something that you're not quite seeing in the now. So perhaps you can look a little bit forward and get some context as to why you're being put through what you're being put through right now, or what you're not even being put through this. You're putting yourself through this. And that's not to like point any blame or fingers. It's just a fact. We all create our reality. Whatever we're currently experiencing is something that we've chosen to experience through our soul, through our actions, and through the subconscious. Yeah, through the subconscious. So the potential outcome here is to work together with either these conflicting or contradictory energies within yourself to create something stable and long-lasting, to hone your skill, to practice what you're good at. And that is intuition, that is psychic abilities, that is feeling into the answer, really using your gut to guide you forward, or those little intuitive nudges, or, you know, the dream content, the information, the symbols, the messages that come through from your subconscious mind when you're sleeping at night, or when you're awake, when you're seeing symbols and signs that repeat over and over and over again. These are synchronicities. They're meaningful coincidences that are bringing you information so that you can move forward, knowing that you're on the right path. So pay attention to those things. Okay, let's get a unicorn oracle card, because I love unicorns. Ooh, exercise. Oh. Womp womp. Yeah, I know, exercise. Run, walk, swim, or otherwise move your body. This will give you more energy and happiness. So this could be a change in how you treat your body. It might be something going a little bit off at the physical level that you have to kind of deal with. You know, the Ten of Pentacles can be something very, you know, health oriented. It's very much the physical. So house, home, body, that kind of thing. The Tower could just be a little bit of a shakeup. Like maybe you realize that you're not as young and sprightly as you once were, and you have to, you know, take action to take care of yourself so that you sort of push away or put off the aging process. Exercise can be really helpful, and it's starting a new regimen with that. I'm gonna go for a walk tomorrow. Okay, Spirit, are you happy? Let's see what else. Oh, we got two. Best friends and curiosity. Okay, I like the best friends card here because we've got the Three of Cups in the overall energy. So this will be about reconnecting with your friend group. And, you know, it doesn't have to be actually physically coming together. It's just talking to them. Phone calls, Skype chats, FaceTime, emails, texts, whatever. It's connecting with your best friends and knowing that whatever happens in the rest of your life, or whatever's going on in your life, you can always have a shoulder to lean on, or you can always have somebody to talk to, just to like air out what's going on. Maybe get some perspective as well. Maybe that's something that's coming up here for a reason, because working with other people is a potential outcome. You know, there's three people in this card. There's three people in this card. The threes are really about Ascended Masters energy. It is spiritual guidance, and that doesn't always necessarily come from the spiritual realm per se. You know, we can get this from our friends, from our family, from our trusted people that we care about in our life. So take that guidance and express yourself. Curiosity. Start a project related to something you're curious about. Okay, I love this because the Ace of Wands is all about starting new projects. So the unicorns are on our side this month in April, urging us to really act on those inspirations. So if you're curious about something, if you've been thinking about it for a while, if it's kind of been mulling over in your mind but you haven't done anything about it, now's the month to really kick it up. Do the research. What's it going to take to get it going, whatever it is. It's going to bring you emotional fulfillment. That's the key here. That's the insight and guidance. It's really trusting that what you're being guided to do is for your highest good. All right, let's grab the Wisdom of the Oracle card. And that'll close out the reading. All right. What's that? Breathe? Is that what that says? Yeah, breathe. Okay. Just breathe. Aquarius got the Breathe card, but from a different deck, and Aquarius is my moon sign, so this is an extra special message for me. So you can see how like the different readings bring similar messages, and you can kind of put it together and see what's specifically for you. If I can find this card, 29. Yeah, okay. So, patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, and trust. Yeah, so a lot of trust coming up in this reading. Wellness as well, focusing on physical health. Okay, patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses. Breathe in the sunlight and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. Oh, and release the darkness and miracles will appear. Yeah, that's nice. I like the breathing. You know, maybe somebody's interested in doing breath work out there, training in it, practicing it, or getting a breathwork session done. I had a breathwork session with one of my actual, you know what, this is so funny. Breath and best friend. This is a specific message for me, and I'll tell you guys why. My best friend, Sarah, is a breathwork practitioner, and she's currently doing breathwork right now through Zenden Meditation in Vancouver. It's a meditation center. It's all online at the moment, and she's also hosting individual breathwork sessions. So if you're interested in that, you can look her up through Zenden and her Instagram page, Eliotarian. So I will leave those links in the description box below. So shout out to Sarah. I'll tell her that I did this, that I that I promoted her, because she won't watch this reading. She's a Leo. All right, guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, for sharing, for liking, for subscribing. If you want to stick around, I do monthly horoscope readings and energy updates, as well as spiritual chit chat and content and things like that. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, or a Reiki session, or a spiritual counseling session, all of the information is in the description box below this video. Just hit the show more button or the little inverted triangle, and you'll get a drop down list of all of my services and offerings, the pricing, and how to contact me. And if you are looking to order the April condensed monthly reading for $19 Canadian, you can email me at services.tokittyanbeyond@gmail.com, and we'll get that going for you. All right, guys, I love you. I wish you the best for April and beyond. See you next month.